I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko.
Hey, all my fellow golf junkies. Welcome to this week's episode of Graybo's Giblets. We know you are busy. So instead of waxing poetic for hours on end, we're going to boil this down, all this noise on the internet, to 15-minute bite-sized giblets so you feel comfortable heading to the window or into the weekend. We are out here and we are dropping giblets. I'm your host, Denny One Time, joined as always by the largest owner of Hess trucks on the East Coast, Graybo. It's the dilly, Bo.
Let's go. Episode 6 of King of Collectibles.
King of Collectibles. Man, you know you got excited. You went to that room. You had a pinball machine. You had like 84 Hess trucks. Man, you're like, man, this dude's going to clean up. And then he didn't sell those. He sold the baseball cards instead. Like,
oh
man,
my gosh. You text me that. I'd laugh. That was laugh out loud funny. I'm back after a horrible week. I hope y'all are still going to listen to my picks. I feel much better about this week. Actual real tournament, the Wells Fargo. We got some good picks, so I'm excited for this one. It's going to be a lot better than last week.
Me too, man. Just seeing the field this week and just like seeing their history here. Like I feel like it's more predictable in some ways. But listen, we're also here not only with Graybo, but our man behind the curtain, Fitzy baby. Fitz, how is Angus, your anxiety, doing today? How's it doing?
Oh, it's through the roof. Thanks for asking.
The best way to deal with mental illness is just to face it head on, Fitz. So thank you. Thanks for being brave. Fitz, can you please give us an update on last week's one and done results and where we stand here today?
All right. Speaking of anxiety, we'll start with mine. Bad news is I dropped another spot to 74th. The good news is there's only 7 more spots to drop, so rock bottom is so very close.
We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit an outright.
We're gonna hit an outright and jump all the way to 67th. So that'll be
because everyone's gonna have the same person.
Yeah, Denny, you're right with me. You dropped a spot too to 57th.
How was that? I thought he took Tony Finau.
Yeah, I kind of buried the lead there. I should have started with him taking Tony Finau. Just story of his life for one and done. He had already taken Tony Finau. So he had so who did you end up taking, Duke?
So in a moment of sheer panic after realizing I took Finau already in a meaningless tournament 6 weeks ago, I pivoted to Wyndham Clark. Not Bo Hustler, who I was big on all last week on the podcast, just Wyndham Clark, and he came in 24th.
After a horrible first round where you thought he was going to miss the cut.
Yep.
And he fought back, though.
You picked the wrong Zerk partner.
Correct.
Graybo did worst of all of us. Dropped 2 spots. It's still in the top 25.
I'm slipping.
Gray, I don't even remember who you took.
Well, I talked about taking Mav McNeely. Like I pulled a dude. And then I totally remembered that he withdrew his last 2 tournaments. And I was like, I'm not taking a guy that's coming back from injury. I'm just going to pivot to the third favorite, Wyndham Clark. I'm never going to use him again. Hopefully he gets me some points and some money, which he did. I was happy how he came back on Sunday with the 6 under. But my lock for top 20, Mr. Two Gloves, we won't talk about.
So Wyndham Clark didn't do great for me, but my big bet, Bo Hostler, top 20, he cashed, so ship it.
So Duke, you were the only one there to cash our We Riding bets. We can get to that later.
I thought you cashed Callum.
Let's not do this right now.
Callum,
I put a lot on Callum. He
didn't get top 40.
He quadded. I think he quadded.
Oh, that's right.
So that one kind of sunk his ship there. Unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was tough.
Oh man. Well, tough beat there, Fitzy. But that's gambling. All right, so guys, we're gonna break down everything you need to know going into this week's Wells Fargo Championship at Quail Hollow in beautiful Charlotte, North Carolina. We're gonna give you some daily fantasy plays, some one and done suggestions, our best outright winners, and then our favorite play of the weekend, our best bet, aka We Ride. Before we start, we like our resident golf expert, Gray Burnett, to give us our course update. Gray, tell us about this
let's
course.
go to Charlotte, North Carolina, Quail Hollow, a top 10 course on the PGA Tour in difficulty. So going to be a lot different than last week. Also a $20 million purse. So one of those elevated tiers that the PGA is making everyone come to and play. Lots of money, lots of good golfers. Should be great. It hosted the President's Cup last year, so they didn't actually play Quail Hollow, but we're back at Quail Hollow for the Wells Fargo this week. Beautiful Bermuda grass, just like Fitz's backyard. Par 71 that plays around 7,500, so long. And it's very narrow, lots of trees, so you have to be really good off the tee. I'll be targeting guys with great driving accuracy. With narrow fairways, and if you hit it not on the fairway, you're going to be playing around trees and thick rough. You got to bring your long iron game this week. Most second shots on par fours are going to be probably 175 plus, so you're looking for guys that could get dialed on the approach. And I would definitely look at course history here for sure. And par five scoring, you've got to take advantage of the par fives this week. So who are the guys that can, get there in two and make some eagles and get up the leaderboard? And again, remember 2022 and 2017, if you're looking at course history, it was not played at Quail Hollow because of the President's Cup and the PGA Championship. I think they skipped the Wells Fargo that year because they wanted to keep the course nice and tight. Key stats, like I said, off the tee, you want to look at 175 plus and approach and par five scoring are the big three key stats that I'm looking at. And obviously, make sure you look at course history as well.
No, that's great, man. I wish I knew as much about anything as you do about course overviews. You get me excited. You get me hyped, Gray, when you talk about that.
So taking care of the par fives means no quads, Gray?
No, you can't. You cannot quad a par five. You can't even par a par five. Like a par, if you par a par five, it's like giving a stroke on the field, to be honest.
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah, so let's start with our daily fantasy plays. We like to break these into three groups. Chalk is 9K and up, value is 7 to 9K, and then long shot is under 7K. And then this tournament compared to the last two, I feel like the last two we kind of suffered through this podcast because we're degenerates and we want to give people what they want. But this tournament, this field, I actually got excited about. So, Gray, who are you excited about 9K and up?
Yeah, I mean, I got to start with who I think you two are going to pick. But I mean, Max Homa is going to be absolute chalk. He's great here. Even though he won last year, it wasn't at this course. He's won here before. He loves this tournament. And he's the last guy to win me an outright bet. So I'm definitely going to bet him outright, but I'm going to fade him in DraftKings and go with my favorite actually at 9,200. Great price for Victor Hovland. He finds the fairways, one of the best in the games at approach. And if he could make some putts, he's going to hang around. I mean, he's been playing well. He's just been having that one round where he gets in trouble and kind of loses it. And then I also love Jordan Spieth. People are not talking about him, what he's been doing the last few weeks. Yeah, he didn't win at the Heritage, but he was right there. And his last five, I believe, so second, a fourth, and a third, like that. So he's all around the top five.
Yeah, I feel like Spieth is dangerous when people are not talking about him. I think that's the case for a lot of golfers. But Fitz, who do you like in the 9K and up range?
Yeah, so if there's anything I know about daily fantasy golf, it's follow the public and not worry about ownership. So I'm going to go with previously mentioned Max Homa at 9,400. We all know he got his first win here, and he also played well at the President's Club here. So I'm gonna roll with Homa.
Yeah, for me, it came down to Day or Homa, and I'm also going Homa. I'm a homosexual. I feel like this dude has like been the guy the last year and a half, and he won here 2019, as Gray said, at Quail Hollow, and he actually won this tournament at a different course last year. But like he's the guy. So I'm going Homa 9K and up. Gray 7 to 9K. Who you like? And Gray, why can't you ever get your formatting to match ours? Why is your formatting always bold and underlined?
It's probably laziness, I think.
Okay.
But again, I'm going such a big range. Got to go. My 7K guy, I looked around and I was like, all right, Joel Dahman is really good here, but he's been so bad. So bad. So I'm going to go away from him. Keith Mitchell will be the chalk. So going away from him, even though I'll play him in some lineups, but let's go with Brendan Todd, 7,200. Doesn't hit it long, but hey, he's like me, puts it in play. Nice, easy stroke down the fairway, great with approach, and can actually putt really well. He's made 5 of his last cuts. Nothing spectacular, but he's making cuts, and that's what I want. And then I just love this guy at 8,700. Hasn't played in this tournament, and that's Cam Young. He's knocking on the door. Great price for him.
Great. Did you know guys named Brendan always put their napkin on their lap and only do missionary? Did you know that? I hope Susu's not listening.
She's definitely listening.
Fitz, I hope you have your sound effect ready for your pick. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm going with our boy Grill is his new nickname. 7,400 simply because of Gray's comment last week and then him top 5 in Fargo. So we'll go with him, and also shout out Brendan across the world.
Fitz, all right, did you have your sound effect ready yet for this production? Every time you
say it will be
Grillo.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get it in there.
I want Gray.
I will have to compliment that pick for this week. I mean, he is pretty good here. I will never take him. He is gross.
Yes.
And he came in 5th last week, right? Or 6th, right? 5th or 6th?
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Yep. Okay. Get lucky once in a while.
So I'm going with the chalk that Gray's avoiding is Keith Mitchell, the undeniable force that is Keith Mitchell. This dude, I think his last 2 times here, he got an 8th and a 3rd. He's a monster. Fun fact, my middle name is Keith, and my mom's maiden name is Mitchell. So just put that in your pipe and smoke it.
What did Fitz call him? Cashmere Keith.
Cashmere Keith, yeah.
I didn't coin that or anything. That's been out there.
That's it.
It's a great name. All right, so let's go under 7K. Who are our long shots? Gray.
Yeah, I'm going with 6,600. Let's go with Ben Taylor. I always talk about trying to mine out these Corn Ferry guys. 4 top 10s this year. Yeah, 8th last week. So let's ride Ben Taylor. Why not? 6,600. You just need him to make the cut. Make some noise. Just make the cut for me, Big Ben.
Big Ben. Okay, Fitz.
I'm going to go with Sam Stevens. He's been mentioned on the pod before. Was it Max McGreevy's partner that Gray had never heard of?
Yes.
He's actually, I was looking at it, he's actually at 7, so he's not technically sub 7, but, we make up the rules here, so it doesn't matter. And I heard someone describe this course as beefy, and this guy can hit it long, so I'm going with beefy Sam Stevens.
Yeah, I like the Bombers. I like the Bombers this week.
So actually, normally I hate everybody under 7K, but in this tournament, dude, I liked people at every price point in this tournament. So I had a couple of guys under 7K, and a couple of them I'm going to bet outright, so I'll talk about them later. So, but if I had to pick one, I'm going Lanto, our Virginia boy.
PCU.
Some success in this course in this tournament, and I'm liking him here, and I might bet him again later. So let's go to one and done. Who is the one person you're going to pick this week in one and done? Gray, shoot.
I actually like Fitz's. I like Fitz's pick. Already used them though. So big purse this week. This guy's playing very well. He's the 3rd favorite. I need to move up this leaderboard. Let's go X-Man Xander right here to get it done in Charlotte.
Fitz.
I'm gonna go Cam Young. I got Quail Hollow here as a kingmaker. Ricky Fowler, Max Homa, probably countless others have gotten their first career win here. So I think Cam's going to get his first one this weekend.
It's about time, Cam.
And one little note too, he's got who's it? Webb Simpson's former caddy on the bag, who lives on the course, and he's
look at
played it
this.
a lot,
Look at these giblets.
Yep.
Look at these giblets you're dropping.
Giblets. So
I like it.
My guy.
What an amazing fact.
That is a great fact. It's like the best. What's the best thing you say about Webb Simpson? Not that he's playing, but that his caddy lives nearby. That's amazing.
Well, Webb's numbers are really elevated too this week.
This is like his home course. Webb's from
like
Charlotte,
you and Richmond Country Club, Gray. So I'm actually going to go with Jason Day. Jason Day, to me, is like a one and done guy here because I never, with his like vertigo and being weird and older, like I never feel comfortable taking him. But like in this tournament, this course, he's had some success. So I feel like to me, this is the time like to get a top 5, and then I don't have to take him ever again. So Jason Day. This is the part I'm most
definitely
excited about.
Withdrawal factor.
He can get vertigo and can grind it out for 2 more days. He can like just keel over and make it 2 more days. So, all right, let's go outright winners.
Like,
and again,
like he did in the PGA Championship.
Yeah, he's a grinder, man. He is tough. I'll give him that. He is a tough dude. So I'm very excited about this format, this outright winners piece this week. I have a lot of guys listed. So do you guys. So let's get into it. Who are you actually betting this week? Gray.
All right. I have not hit a bet since Max Homa won at the Farmers. We're going to him again. Good juju, 28-1. Max Homa. Okay, to win it. I think, Duke, you got him as well, but he actually went up to 28. I don't know if you got it at that or not, but I got him at 28-1. Also on DraftKings, you can use a boost to boost some odds, so make sure you get that in on that if you're betting DraftKings. Always get the cheat codes. Morikawa, 22-1, just because of his approach game. Like Fitz said, man, Cam Young, let's go, baby, 20-1. And then Tom Kim, 45-1. The only reason I'm taking Tom Kim is he's number 1 in this field in driving accuracy. And that is huge this week, and he's a good player. He's mediocre with approach, but I think if he puts it in play, he's going to have a big advantage over a lot of golfers this week. So I do like Tom Kim at that number to maybe hit it big. But I like everybody like in the 20s, and of course you got Rory, who's great here. No one over 50 has a chance of winning this tournament.
So you say. Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay. And you may be right. But I have some folks I like, but it's not my turn yet. That's who you like.
Yeah, Duke is still going to bet all of those people. This is one where I probably will end up betting way too much and make no money even if I hit. But I'm going to start with I do like to be hurt more than once, so I'm going to go with my one and done Cam Young at 21-1 with the boost that Gray referenced on DraftKings. I also like former winner Ricky Fowler just because he's playing so well. I feel like is Ricky back? Like remember when Spieth had that lull and like we thought he was kind of, I don't know what we thought, but Spieth is fully back. Like Ricky could be making a comeback. So 41-1 odds on FanDuel. I'm going to take that. And I'm also going to go with Thigala, who's also been knocking on the door at 50-1 on FanDuel. Again, it's a great place to get your first win, right?
Did you call him Thigala?
I didn't, but we can go with that nickname.
I like that.
I might just be slurring my words.
She thick
boy.
She thick. All right. So yeah, like this, there are a lot of people I like here. Looking at the odds. So if you look at like PGA Tour's power rankings, which is kind of fun to look at, and then you look at contrasting with their odds, like they're 1 and 2, like power rankings were Jason Day and Max Homa. And they listed all the reasons, success here, etc. So I expected their odds to be like 15-1, 12-1, something like that. I looked, they're both at 28-1, and they're the top in the power rankings.
It's just the guys in the field.
It's a tough field. I get it, but there's not 28 guys better than Max Homa, or not 27. I mean, or Jason Day. So I'm taking home at 28-1. I had him at 25-1, but Gray, you have him at 28, so I'll bet him again at 28. It's fine. Jason Day, 28-1. My guy, Keith Mitchell, 70-1 on FanDuel is stealing. It is stealing.
That's a crazy number.
It is. So I just kept scrolling down. Like, maybe I'll find a name I like. Again, I landed on Pendrith again because anybody named Taylor in the last 3 months has been a tour de force. So I got Pendrith at 250-1, which I know you hate that bet, Gray, but just wait till it cashes.
I mean, I don't hate it. I bet with you last week, and he was in first for a while, and then he just didn't do anything.
So it means, like, again, you got to learn how to win, right? Whether it's golf tournament or poker tournament, anything, you have to learn how to win. Like, being good at golf is not good enough. You have to learn how to win, and the best way to learn how to win is being in the mix a couple of times, right? And then figuring out what you did wrong and correcting. So, somebody named Taylor is going to win a tournament soon, so why not Pendrith this week? And then, I don't have Lanto on here, but Lanto, like, why not sprinkle a little bit on Lanto? And then finally, Smotherman, 450-1.
Well, why not?
Come on,
might as well light your money on fire.
Okay, Smotherman played. Smotherman in this tournament, I realized it was a different course last year, but he came in top 12 last year at this tournament, and he played well last week. Was in first through a day or two. So, hey, 450-1.
I mean, yeah, that's a number you could just sprinkle and then crush.
If we play this tournament 450 times, you don't think Austin Smotherman wins once, Gray?
No, I don't.
You don't. What do you think? Speed's going to win 38 times? I don't know. All right. So,
I mean, that's when you just put that with a 12-1 top 20 for him, right? So, like, if he is flirting.
Yeah. So here's a funny thing.
Hey, maybe that's his best bet.
I keep telling you guys on these long shot outright winners, like, don't bet $20 to win. Bet $10 to win, two different bets, so you can, like, cash one out and let one ride. So I forgot my own advice. I bet everybody 1 unit to win. And then I realized that I wanted to split it, but it was too late. I already bet it. So then I bet everybody else. I bet everybody again another unit to win. So I have double the action on this tournament. I have two units on everybody to win. So
you're learning how to win. Let's go.
It's gonna be a fun Sunday, boys.
Hey, that's how good we feel about this week. I did not feel good last week. I feel good this week.
Me too. I feel like I have some control over my own destiny. So, all right. So let's get into our true best bets of the week. We riding Noah O. We riding Gray. The one thing you're doing this week, you're gonna bet real money on. What is it?
All right. I want to do another side bet with you, and I'll get to that at the end. But I was horrible last week. I feel confident this week. Tom Kim for the tournament over Sam Burns plus 105. I like Tom Kim because of his accuracy off the tee. He's the best in the field at driving the ball and putting it in the fairway. Okay, he can hit these greens, make some putts. Burns kind of hits it all over the place. He could be in some trouble. I think Kim wins this plus money. Go get it. We're locking it in.
If you haven't bet on
it, also Sam Burns has been pretty good, but I think Tom Kim he also played here, remember, for the President's Cup and did great. He was like the only one that made some noise for the international team.
If you haven't put that in yet on DK, I'll field the bets. I'll give you minus 95 on Burns. Because Sam Burns never loses to somebody named Tom. He just doesn't lose to Toms ever.
You love you some Sam Burns.
I do. All right, Fitz, what's your big bet of the week?
Wow, fading Bermuda Burns. That's tough. Tough scene for Gray there. I'm going with JT Poston, top 30. Because I'm too scared.
Western Carolina's finest?
Yeah, North Carolina's finest. Plus 260. I need to make up some ground on the our running tab here. Our sample size is too small for me to give an update on our season long. We've only had 3. So after this fourth one, I'll give an update on where we all stand on these we ride bets. But when Poston does make the cut, which isn't all that often recently, he does play pretty well. So I just don't see a scenario where he doesn't top 30 this one at plus 260 for me to get me back in the hunt.
Great. Isn't JT Poston from Western Carolina that your boy Bradley Burgess knows?
Could be, yeah.
Okay.
Did he go to Western Carolina? I don't know that.
I think he's a Catamount. I think he's a Catamount.
Then,
so
yeah, that's definitely where Brad Burgess was.
So my big bet of the week is Gray's boy Keith Mitchell, top 20, plus 240 on DK. Mm-hmm. Again, that's stealing money, and I'm going to steal it.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
I'm a little worried. This is kind of reminded me of last week and me and Callum. I think I tripled down on Callum, and it looks like you've tripled, maybe quadrupled down on Cashmere Keith. And that's just never good. But I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna ride with you. We'll tail it.
Okay. So that's how I'm riding, boys and girls. I really hope you've enjoyed this episode of Graybo's Giblets. That's all for today.
Hold up. I got a side bet for you.
Okay, I'm listening. Go ahead. What's your side bet?
Lanto Griffin and Grillo both missed the cut.
So your bet is like you win if both of those things happen?
They both got to miss the cut. Well, you only need one to make the cut.
And it's even money bet?
Sure.
One unit?
One unit.
Whose unit? Or
whose unit? My unit.
Your unit. Gray's unit. Okay. We're betting one of Gray's unit. Gray, that's a bet. And as soon as we get off this podcast, text me what one unit equals. Just so we're clear. But that's a bet.
All right.
Lanto sneaky. And Grillo came in 5th last week. So that's a bet. Boys and girls, thanks for riding with us today. Hope you tune in next time to see how Denny grabs defeat from the jaws of victory this time, like I've done the last 2 weeks with Fitzpatrick, with Tony Finau. I'm just finding a myriad of ways here to lose my one-and-done tourney. So please make sure you're subscribed.
So many good players this week. So many good players.
I cannot wait to bet this tournament. So we'd be honored if you gave us a review, 5-star, please. You can go to graybos.co/giblets to see show notes. You can email us at info@graybos.co. You can follow us on the gram at graybos_cards. And please stop by our card shop, our baseball, basketball, football card shop located at 214 East Gray Street. Fitz, thank these people for riding with
Graybos. And thanks for coming to see me at Graybos, our basketball, football, and baseball card shop.
Giblets.
When I go to sleep, I don't see sheep, see dollar signs. $100 got him beat the eyes for the 100th time at a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant, now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5, Graybo's on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window?